Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the PANSIGHT webinar. I assume I'm visible and the PowerPoint slide is also visible. Today's topic is logical thinking. Let me start this session by posing a simple, straightforward question. What percentage of people do you think? What percentage do you think they know how to think logically or rationally? Choose a number and in the chat box put the 5%, 10%, 50% or 100%. I want to know because I want to know. Okay, Naveen, 95%. What about others? Is there any weakness of their fingers? You know how to push the key in the... I need to get your feedback, my dear friends. I'm trying to be more logical so that I can make my talk to meet your needs and expectations. Please give me a number, Prasadji. Please give me a number. Okay, Mario, 50%. Is there any problem? Are you not able to hear me? If you are able to hear me, then why are you hesitating? Why are you reluctant to give a number? My dear friends, I won't move unless I get a number from you. We have Dr. Sridhara Kurup, who always will be the first person to say something and why he is not putting a number. So using my logical thinking, I'm not able to understand why.
I can say, sir, I cannot.
Okay, tell me. Okay, tell me the number. Number only.
70.
70. Okay. What about Prasadji?
60.
60. What about Dr. Ramadevi?
I didn't hear, just joined.
Yeah, what percentage of people do you think know how to think logically?
I think 40.
40. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know who that person is. This is a number. Give me a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me a number. Now, what percentage? Some people, I think they are not even here. They are logged in and they have vanished. Okay, so right now, responses from 40, 60, 75, 50, 95. Okay, good. Now, at the end of the session, definitely you will know the exact number. And I'm sure that I will be able to convince you. I repeat, I'll be able to convince you with facts and examples. Purpose of this talk, know the impact of bad decisions. Bad decisions are made because people don't know how to think logically. Know why people make bad decisions. Know how to make good decisions or right decisions. My talk is based on FEQT, facts, experience, quotes, and thoughts. I'll be sharing real life stories, nothing imaginary. Facts, indisputable facts. Nobody can say, deny, oh, what you're saying is not true. Absolute facts. Then thoughts, my own original thinking based opinions and comments. There are numerous books on logical thinking. I have displayed a couple of titles. The Art of Logical Thinking, the second book, read that one carefully. The Art of Logic in an Illogical World. Illogical world. According to that title, this world is logical. Definition of the word logical. Logical refers to something that is based on reason, evidence, or sound thinking. It implies that the conclusion or solution follows a rational and a coherent pattern. Human beings are irrational beings. Human beings are irrational beings. Now in the chat box, I would like you to respond. If you agree, put A. If you disagree, put D. Okay. Naveen says A. Prasad Naraju, A. Mario, A. Dr. Ramadevi, A. Okay. Kurupuji, do you agree or disagree?
Agree.
Agree. Okay. So now think logically. Think logically. When Naveen, his answer, Naveen, please don't take anything personally. I'm not here to insult or hurt anybody. He said that 95% of the people, they can think logically. And when I showed this one, my PowerPoint, human beings are irrational beings. That means I'm saying that almost all human beings are irrational beings. And he agrees. Can you see the contradiction? 95% think rationally, but now he says that human beings are illogical, irrational. Decisions are made by rational brain or emotional brain. Being a medical doctor, I'm going to share the medical facts. The rational brain is the prefrontal cortex. Emotional brain is situated below, that is called the limbic system. And in that limbic system, Dr. Ramadevi is able to understand, that's why she is nodding her head. That one has the amygdala, that is another structure. And that amygdala is the center for all these emotions. The emotions can trigger the amygdala. And they use the expression amygdala hijack. If the amygdala is triggered, it will hijack. Suppose the prefrontal cortex has made a rational decision, logical decision. Now, this amygdala brings a emotional decision, and this one overrides or overrules the rational decision. Now, Is it clear? If it is clear, in the chat box, put C. Because I want to make sure whatever I am talking is something which everybody can understand. I'm trying my best to use
Yes, it is clear.
a simple and layman's language. There's no point in talking something which you are not able to understand. What is he talking about? What is this amygdala? What is this prefrontal cortex? I don't get anything. Understand? Yes, Navinji, thank you. This my own quotes. I told you I'll be sharing my own thoughts also. Stress can make emotional brain override rational brain. Negative emotions like anger, fear, anxiety, hate, etc. can make logical thinking impossible. My opinion. Do you agree? If you agree, put A. This is
Agree.
a discussion. If it is a classroom, I won't ask these questions because I'll be able to see you. I'll be able to read your body language. Now, most of them are hiding. Only Dr. Rama Devi and the Prasadji, I can only see two people. That's why I'm asking. I want to make it interactive. Okay, agree. I'm going to share some real life example. You know, we all know, many youngsters, especially in India, in other countries also it may be happening, but I'm going to share the information that what is happening in India. When the results of the NEET exam or JEE come, and if they don't clear the exams, some children, they commit suicide. Is it true or false? If it is true, put the T in the chat box.
True.
True. Yeah, thank you. That is every year. You don't know the exact number. I assume in Kota itself, in Rajasthan itself, some 30 children commit suicide. That coaching center. That being so, the entire country, I'm sure easily hundreds of children must be committing suicide. Why? Because it's another fact. Many parents, they force their children to become doctors or engineers. Is it true? If it is true, put T. If it is true, because I am here to talk really sensible things. Is it true?
No, not true.
Okay, fine. What about Rama Devi ji, yes, Prasad ji, all these people?
It is true only.
Okay, many parents, they force their children to become doctors when they don't have any passion or motivation. They have other interests. I had when I was in India. That is, some people, they came to me. That is, to give counseling for their children because they are not doing very well in the medical college. And they have paid some 25 lakh at that time. I'm talking about some 13 years back for admission. And he failed in all the 3 subjects. Because I was there, okay, he thought I may be able to do some wonders or magic so that his son will pass all the exams. When I had the private interaction with that boy, he said that, no, I'm not at all interested. I'm interested in doing MBA. But my father won't let me go that one. He is forcing me to this one. I hate the subject. He used the word hate. So I know. Like that, numerous stories. And because of that, when they spend some lakhs of rupees for this entrance exam coaching, when the boy or girl, when she fails, now she is that fear. How she would face the anger of her parents. Lakhs of rupees have been spent. Parents will be upset. So she commits or he commits suicide. So that is what is happening. This is one example. And Sridhara Kurupiji, listen to me carefully. I worked in India also, in the government medical college hospital for more than 5 years. And I had to take duty, casualty duty, once every week, once a week. And I used to see patients brought unconscious or semi-conscious who tried to commit suicide after taking some poison. There are 52 weeks in an year, an average 1 to 2 patients every week. So you multiply that one. That means I had the opportunity to take care of more than nearly 500 patients. So I am talking on the basis of first-hand experience-based knowledge, not some theoretical bullshit. And 80% of them, they survive with the managed treatment. 20%, no. Then out of my own intellectual curiosity, I used to spend time with those survivors. And I tried to probe, find out the reason why they wanted to commit suicide. And some of them, because they failed in the examination, or because they couldn't get first class, or their parents will be angry or upset. So this is real life stories. And recently in Kerala, a young, beautiful, I use the word beautiful, lady doctor, she committed suicide. She was doing her postgraduate studies in Trivandrum Medical College. The reason? Her marriage was fixed with her boyfriend. Okay, then you may ask, oh, why? What's the problem? Now this boyfriend now demands more dowry. And her parents could not come up with that much money. So he immediately cut off relationship, talking with her, and backed off from that marriage. What did she do? Young, beautiful doctor. She can work and make money. She is beautiful, and is this the only guy in the entire world? She should have been thankful to God for exposing his real self. Instead of that, she ended her life. Then what happens? Her parents are in deep pain for the rest of their lives. Do you agree? Do you think that this decision was logical? If you think that this was not logical, then put no, N in the chat box, my dear friends. Because I am taken a lot of pains to make this presentation as effective as possible. That's why I'm asking for your feedback frequently. Because this topic is extremely important. This is not like mindful meditation or this one, that one. They are important. But today's this talk is extremely important. If a similar situation happens in your own family, that'll be quite devastating. So that is why never compel a person to pursue a career that doesn't meet that person's aptitude and attitude. People are unrealistic, illogical. I have just put a square box, rectangular box, and self-centered, love them anyway. So Mother Teresa also, her opinion also, it concurs with my opinion. Human beings are irrational beings. Look at this ad. Shah Rukh Khan, brand ambassador for a fairness cream. He is a brand ambassador. That means he is telling the millions of people who are reading, hey, I'm using the fairness cream. See, look at me. I'm fair and handsome. Okay. I'm sure that is because of his status as a popular actor. People will buy. And he gets paid for being a brand ambassador some 10 crores for that product. And it takes only half a day for the shooting, half a day. It's not like acting or making a dialogue and all those things. Just to put a pose. That's all required. 10 crores. And when the company is paying 10 crores, definitely they would expect a returns of some 20 to 30 crores. Do you agree, Prasadji and other people, that one? That is, agree? Yes, Ramadevi agree. Now, why people are buying the product? Because they don't know how to think rationally. They blindly believe. People who think rationally, what will they do? They will do, check the fact. I'm going to show you the next picture. And it wouldn't take more than 2 minutes for anybody to check the fact. Look at Shah Rukh Khan. His real color. Is he fair? No. Deepika Padukone. She is saying 93% women, they use this fairness cream. Oh, they will be fair and beautiful. Look at her real color. Look at her hand, everything, body. Now are you convinced? That is, people are irrational and they don't think. It is very easy to cheat the public because they don't have the thinking skills. That is why the politicians, that is their secret behind their success. The voters, they don't think rationally. When they give all the tall promises, okay, Garibi Hatao. How are you going to? They don't even bother to find out. Oh, we will give you freebie, a pension for every woman above the age of 18,000 rupees. That means you don't have to work anything, nothing. Every month you will get 1,000 rupees. From where will the money come? Where? Is there a money growing tree? No rational thinking. And when they choose that particular government, then soon, who will be taxed? In Karnataka, because my friend, he is in Bangalore. He told me, hey, right now my electricity bill has gone up by 500 rupees after they announced a freebie electricity for people. I am paying for that freebie. Everything. Politicians' success is the irrational thinking of the masses. Are you convinced? If you are convinced, to put the C in the chat box. I'm sharing real life, that one. Are you convinced?
Convinced.
Yes. So that is what is happening, my dear friends. It took only 3 minutes for me to find out. In the Google, I put what's the real color, skin color of Shah Rukh Khan and Divya Padukone. Images came. So all these youngsters, they know. They have either mobile phones or they have laptops and they can type in, find out before you spend all the money. And is it okay to just apply over the face? A person with a dark skin, they will have to apply over the arms also. Otherwise, what will happen? I will show you what will happen. If you apply to your face only, this is a Saki monkey, white-faced Saki monkey. Your face will be white, everything else will be dark. And if you start applying the cream to your arms also, you may require, that is one tube every 3 days. Can you afford to? No. And being a medical doctor, I know these skin creams have chemicals which can cause allergic reactions and contact dermatitis. How many people are aware of this one? No. Because when I contacted one of my friends who is a dermatologist, a very successful dermatologist, he is in Trivandrum, long time back, not now. I asked him, hey, what about these skin creams, the fairness creams? Are they really good? He said, oh, yes, they're really good. Hey, I said, what do you mean by really good? It is good for me because I'm getting many patients. It is good for my practice because they have all these contact dermatitis. And contact dermatitis subsequently may lead to hyperpigmentation. The skin will become dark. In Malayalam, there's a saying, Velikkan techadu pandai. Here it is different. Velikkan techadu is not pond. It becomes black, this one. Because of irrational thinking. No thinking. People don't think. That is Lord Krishna. The word Krishna means black. Lord Krishna is dark colored. So if the fair skin is a sign of handsome or beauty, then why? The Lord Krishna is dark. Think. There's no thinking. And what about Jesus Christ? He is also brown colored. He is Middle Eastern Jew. Brown colored. So the skin color, did it stand in any way in getting the due recognition or respect? Think. It is not the skin color. Skin color doesn't matter. I'm going to show you some more real life examples. Rajinikanth, the highest paid actor in India. Look at his skin color. Dark. Silk Smita, dark. 2008 election, America. Barack Obama, black man. John McCain, white. Who won the election? Black man. Majority of people, white. Black is minority. So it is a myth. The skin color matters a lot. No. Now these real life examples and mythological examples and historical examples, are you convinced? If you are convinced, put C, 2C. If you are really convinced, put 2C. Nagaraju and Naveenji, are you convinced? Yes. Don't feel bad, Naveenji. Don't feel bad. Because earlier you said that 95%. Now I am sure that you are slowly getting the point. Don't feel bad. You should be thankful because you took time to listen to my talk today. Now,
it was for the ecosystem.
Okay, so
no,
you don't have doubt at the end after my presentation.
Okay.
So that is it. So millions of people are, the fairness skin color cream, the revenue every year is around 5,000 crore business in India. 5,000 crore. And millions of people are unnecessarily suffering from inferiority complex, inferiority feelings, because their skin color is not fair. So the purpose of this talk, my dear friends, if possible, share it with at least 10 friends, this video recording. Let them change that wrong belief. Worth sharing with the teenagers. They are the people who suffer from all these inferiority feelings. Consulting Dr. Google and making self-diagnosis, forwarding fake WhatsApp messages, choosing wrong career. Consulting Dr. Google. Is it common or uncommon now? If it is common, put C. If it is uncommon, put U. Yes, common. Because just a few days back, one of my friends in India, he contacted me because this WhatsApp call is free. So they have no problem in using the WhatsApp. And he told me, hey, now that is, I'm having the headache and other symptoms since yesterday, and I consulted I checked the Google, and I think that I'm having sinusitis, and it recommends that I should take an antibiotic. And now I am not sure whether I should get amoxicillin or citromycin. What do you say? So now he has got an opinion, self-diagnosis sinusitis, Dr. Google, and he wants a second opinion from me to know whether you should take amoxicillin or citromycin. And these people don't realize that it may not be even sinusitis. There are plenty of other causes for headache. Most of the time, it is a tension headache. It is not from infection at all. And if you take an antibiotic can cause more side effects. There are many adverse effects. And in India, it is easy to buy antibiotics without a prescription. In USA, no way. If I want to get an antibiotic, I have to get another doctor's prescription. I cannot just like that walk to a pharmacy and get an antibiotic. So Dr. Google, when I told that guy, I don't give any medical opinion without seeing or examining a patient. So I'm sorry, I cannot give my medical opinion. I would advise you to consult a doctor. Don't try anything without. So Dr. Google this is one example. There are numerous examples. I get at least every month 1 or 2 these Dr. Google consult and the second opinion, asking for my second opinion. And they consult Dr. Google and they go to the lab and get all the lab results. Nobody asked them to get the lab results. And they get a long laundry list of lab results. And some lab results will be abnormal. Now they start worrying. And they ask me, oh, what should I do that one? It says that the enzyme, that liver enzyme is high. Or this one is high, what should I do? Your peace of mind is gone. Unnecessarily, you are trying to. Then, are these doctors stupid? They spend 5.5 years for MBBS, 3 years for MD. And if you can make a diagnosis by consulting Dr. Google within 10 minutes, then why do we go to the medical school? And forwarding fake WhatsApp messages without even verifying, check that immediately forward to the group. And it consumes our time and energy to delete also. First you read, then you delete. And everybody has got only 24 hours. And these fake messages. I'm not in many groups also. My MBBS group, I'm not there. Many other groups, when they try to put me, I immediately exit. No. And some groups also, I find every day, good morning, good night, greeting message. Come on, think logically. The others don't have the time. And this one clogs their memory. In my WhatsApp, group, when I send the messages, I send only the notification about the talk and the video recording. I don't let anybody else post anything in that one. Otherwise, too many WhatsApp messages are irrational. Then you choose the wrong career, I said. That is, millions of people are not happy when they go to work. They are not going there excited. Yeah, work. Oh, Monday, going to the office. No. On weekends in USA, I find that is Friday afternoon, when I work in the hospital, almost all of them, they are very excited. Yeah, weekend. That means they don't have to come for work. Monday morning, in a very bad mood. Why? They don't like that work life. They chose the wrong career. Do you agree? If you agree, put A. Do you see how many people do you see going to work And if there is some hartal, especially in Kerala, oh, people enjoy. Okay, so tomorrow I don't have to go for work. Tomorrow is hartal. And the teachers also, yeah, school is closed. Yeah, tomorrow there is no school. Do you agree? If you agree, put A. Be honest. A. Dr. Ramadevi. A. A. Naveen Ji, A. You choose the wrong career. If you choose the right career, you won't feel. You will enjoy work. In my case, luckily, I chose the right career. Right career, no problem. And when I was in the Trivandrum Medical College, I didn't take even 1 day of sick leave or casual leave. And I surrendered the casual leave, I got the money. I didn't take leave because I enjoy going for work. And my work is from 8 to 1 o'clock. And many doctors, they used to come late by 8:30, and some of them, they leave by 12:30. I used to be there on sharp at 8. Then even after 1, I'll be there. Then on some days, on my own, I used to go in the afternoon to take classes for some students without getting any paise. And I used to go and take class for the house surgeons in the evening also. Every week, just passion. I chose the right career. Teaching is my passion. That's why I'm able to give all these webinars. In the past 42 months, I have been giving webinars. 1 or 2 webinars per week. That means that how many? 42 months. In a month, 8 to 12. So multiply that one. More than 200 webinars. And when Roy Paragan, he asked me whether I can give a talk this Saturday and next Saturday. I said, yes. Yes. That's the point. So choose the right career for right reasons. Look at this. Baba Ramdev, a very big time fraud, coronal tablet. Now, Supreme Court bans Patanjali ads, unsubstantiated claims. But he is able to make thousands of crores. That is his asset. A 7th grader with some yoga. And the people are blindly willing to accept, believe. Does he have an Ayurvedic qualification? Nothing. You don't need a qualification, anything. Because irrational. Public irrational. Put the ads. And put everything, I'm a Baba. Is this convincing, this real life example? At last, I'm happy. At last, the Supreme Court has. And they have imposed a heavy penalty also. So I hope that he will stop. In USA also, when I go to the grocery store, I find the Patanjali products. Patanjali jam, it costs more than the other branded ones. It is not inexpensive. It is expensive. All the false claims, because people don't think rationally. Gandhi, look at his costume, tie, suit, everything. Then, when he went for higher studies, and when he was in England, in his autobiography also, he has mentioned that one. He loved the Western culture very much. And he bought the expensive suit. And he wanted to merge with that people. When in Rome, be a Roman. He loved ties. Everything you verify, whatever I'm saying, whether it's true or not. In Mahatma Gandhi's own that site also, you find that one. And he went and learned dancing also, so that he could dance with the white woman. He went and learned dancing. That gentleman, but he's a very smart guy. He's a very smart guy, a very logical thinker. Because he realized, okay, If I want to merge with them, if I want them to accept me, I must dress like them. I must do what they are doing. Very same gentleman, when he came back to India, what did he do? He threw away all the suit and everything. He went topless. So he saw there's a big competition. Nadabai, Navroji, Gokhale, all these people already established. So people are mostly illiterate, rural population. And if he went there wearing all these things, they won't come near him. So without all these things, now the people, millions of people, they approached him. They saw him as a humble, simple, ordinary person. So he was able to create a totally different image. Then he realized, so smart guy, that the Gokhale and other people, they were in the North India. So he's the only guy who traveled all the way to the south, to Kerala, Tamil Nadu. So he became an all India brand. Do you agree that Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was a highly logical thinker, very smart? If you agree, put a yes. That is why in the chat box. Why? It didn't happen by mistake. It didn't happen. Nagaraju, yes. Madhu, yes. Did you think this way before I shared this one? Before I showed and explained? Did you ever get that idea? If you didn't get that idea, put N. No. So you never got the idea until I convinced you with the facts and the evidence. So we have to learn certain lessons from that Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Okay? Be smart. Use logical thinking. And he became the father of the nation. Logical thinking is a must for physical well-being, mental well-being, financial well-being, occasional well-being. For want of time, I'm not going to go into the depth of it. I already discussed vocational means our professional career. Logical thinking, choosing the right career. Financial well-being, many people are in debt. That they are not using the logical thinking. Living within your means, spending beyond your means, and buying the luxurious stuff when you don't need them, and buying most expensive car or a house when you need only a place to sleep. Some 1,000 square footage, a small flat is more than enough for 3 people or a 4-member family. But they go and buy posh flats, Italian marble, everything, 1 crore, borrowing the money from the bank. Now they have to every month they repay. When they find it difficult, they are under stress. They lose their sleep. And especially these young software engineers, every day their job is insecure. Oh, Amazon is going to lay off 5,000 employees. Google, 10,000 employees. Infosys, 1,000 employees. If he is working for that company, he will start worrying because he has already bought a house. Now, if he loses his job, he won't be able to pay the monthly mortgage. Do you get my point? This is a real scenario. I'm talking about the real life situation. The youngsters, please share this video with the youngsters, my dear friends. 10 people in your contact. They must think twice before they buy something, before they spend their money. Otherwise, you are going to suffer, and then they end up their lives, commit suicide. Look at that CCD, Cafe Coffee Day, that founder Siddharth, he committed suicide by jumping into a river. Because of his greed and everything, he expanded crores and crores of debt. He committed suicide. So all these things are real life stories. Logical thinking matters a lot for doctors, lawyers, politicians, entrepreneurs, scientists. Doctors, because I have I'm a doctor, the casualty duty, emergency. If a patient is brought unconscious, can we say, okay, let us order some lab tests, and when the lab results are back, then we'll start the treatment? No, we have to start the treatment right away. So we have to make a diagnosis. And based on rational thinking, examine the patient, get some history and everything. Doctor's job, rational thinking is a must. Lawyers again, how do they win a case? They have to make logical arguments to convince the judge. That is why the Ram Jethmalani, Prashant Bhushan, Kapil Sibal, Abhishek Singh, Abhishek Manu Singhvi or whatever it is, they are charging lakhs and lakhs of rupees because they know how to argue logically. Politicians, they are the smart guys. They know how to cheat the public. They come with all these false promises. They think rationally. They think logically. Then they come out with all these false promises to fool the public and win this one. Now, do you agree? Is it convincing? Real life stories. Nothing fictional. Logical thinking in practice, daily decisions, problem solving, long-term planning. Daily decisions every day. That is, I usually first check the weather. Right now, the weather is 52 degrees here, Fahrenheit. So I check that one. I know it is cold. What do I do? Before I step out, I wear the appropriate dress. If it is hot, then I don't wear red or black colored dress. So everyday decision also should be logical. And if it's going to snow, I check the weather on the day before, then I leave home at least 30 minutes, get up 30 minutes before. That day scrape the snow and everything. And I don't want to drive at 60 miles per hour. I slow down the pace so that I'll be there at work on time. Time management. Daily decisions. And then long-term planning. That's what many people, they don't do. They don't think about that old age. They don't save money. And they think that old age, that children will take care of them. No. No. They think that I have given love and I have made them study and everything, so they will take care of me. That is stupidest thing. There is no logical thinking. And they don't even put savings, or they don't take any kind of a life insurance, so that if something happens at the age of 50 or something like that, the family. So these are all lack of logical thinking. My own cousin, he was a doctor, he is no more. Some 24 years back when he died, just like that, he had taken LIC policy only for 2 lakhs, when he could have bought easily 25 lakh worth policy. Got it? Only 2 lakhs. That is what is happening. So long-term planning, no. Fear is the enemy of logic. I told you that emotions. Logical mind asks W6H questions. What, why, when, where, who, which, how. And to get answers to all these questions, you have to be patient and perseverant. Once you ask these questions, then you'll be able to get a clear picture about the problem. Otherwise, you will be able to see only one aspect of the problem. And if you try to fix that one without getting the total picture, you won't be successful. Is this point clear? The what, when, that is 6. This one. Is it clear? If it is clear, put C, my dear friends. This is what I do. Whenever I face a challenge or this one.
Please show it again, sir.
Oh, sure.
Once more. It was not clear.
Okay. Whenever I experience a problem or challenge, I take a piece of paper and I write what, why, when, and everything. And I try to find out all the different aspects so that I know who is causing this problem or how did this problem, why did this problem happen? All these questions, then you will be able to think logically. Undue faith in religion, politics will promote prejudice, and prejudice is an enemy of logic. Blind faith in all these isms, communism, socialism, capitalism, think rationally, and all this somehow superstition, religious that one, everything that will block the rational thinking. So my talk is over. Every week, every Thursday, I give a talk on my platform. This Thursday, the talk is side effects. After that, dumb parenting and smart parenting. That is my Zoom link. You can take a screenshot. Very same Zoom link every Thursday. You can share this with as many people as you want. Because I'm using my free time to enlighten and empower public. I'm not doing this for making any money. I'm doing it as a part of my own personal mission. So did you find this session really interesting and insightful? And do you agree now? Be open-minded that my statement, human beings are irrational. And Mother Teresa also made the same comment, logical world. And I have given numerous real-life examples, stories. Nothing, I haven't left anything for imagination. Everyday life, what we are seeing. Now I welcome your questions or your comments. We have another, definitely 5 minutes. Maybe we can do it for another total 10 minutes. We can have a Q&A session or your comments. Be brief. Sridhar Krupji, be brief. Don't tell me about medicine. Please don't tell me in homeopathy, there's a tablet for everything to make a person think logically. Because most of the time, you come with some kind of a homeopathy medicine for fixing suicide, preventing suicide, this one. Please, I am a rational thinker.
Excellent. Thank you.
Okay, right.
Very nice presentation. Please keep on coming.
Sure.
Right.
Okay, Naveenji, go ahead.
With these talks, I like to raise one issues that we have to safeguard the ecosystem of the world. Okay, and the depletion of the fishes and all this is going on. If
What is
we
it?
are
No, I
logically
don't get it. I don't get it. What is it going on?
with the logically thinking of human being was the mistakes I have created by seeing your distance. That's why I put 95% of my comments there, where we people live in the ecosystem under the water, below the water, and also all the non-human being. Now later I came to know this talk only was there for the human being. My question to you is this, that if some kind of irrational thinking, if you don't do, the Mahatma Gandhi had reached to rational logically later in the style. So we have to throw irrational thinking to the public and get the real picture of that area or reason of the human being where they stay. Am I correct with your talk?
To be frank, Naveen, I'm not able to understand what you're talking about. To be frank, I don't understand that one.
Yeah.
If somebody else has understood, Yama Devi ji, if you have understood, could you please explain?
No,
what
even
this
I,
Naveen
even
ji
I
said to
didn't
us?
understand. I
Pardon?
didn't understand.
Okay, so
Even
that's
I
the
could
point.
not understand.
Naveen ji,
the
Naveen,
the-
no. Please. Work on communication skills because I'm not able to understand. So you may be having many ideas, but communication skills and explaining things, that is an area where you should focus and improve. So thank you.
right.
Anybody else with any comments?
Any human being in this world has to be logically thinking to survive this world. It has to be, I'm talking about the not human being, I'm talking about the living things in ecosystem.
Okay, my point, the statement was that is human beings are irrational. But the fact is,
Okay.
to survive well, you must be rational, but that is not what is happening. And I told you why that's not happening, because that emotional brain is getting hijacked. All these negative emotions, fear, anxiety, anger, and everything. So that is where one should learn how to control that emotion, anger management. But that many people, they don't do. Long time back, this is a real incident. It makes me laugh. Swami Chinmayananda, who used to conduct Gita discourse, 1 week Gita discourse, 1980, I think 1984, I was working in the medical college Trivandrum, and he came to give a 1 week long discourse on Gita in Trivandrum Senate Hall. That was the biggest hall at that time, which could accommodate nearly 1,200 people, 6 to 7. Okay, I haven't seen this Swami Chinmayananda before in person. I haven't listened to, and at that time there's no YouTube and all those things. So I went there around, say, 5:55. The hall was jam-packed, full, no seats available. So I went and stood in the back. And at sharp 6 o'clock, he comes, sits, he starts with Hari Om talk. And with his voice, he's a great actor, voice modulation and everything. And they are saying that about the Krishna giving advice to Arjuna, and he uses Hindi, English, Malayalam. Then Kundika beta, Krodh, that is anger. Krodh, मन को control anger, emotion and everything. When the mind is wavering, I was really impressed. My goodness, what a great speaker. So on the next day, I went around 5:45. I was able to find a seat. It was some 5 rows behind. I was not able to get a seat in the front row. So on the third day, I went at 5:30, 30 minutes before, and I was able to get a seat in the front row. And Swami Chinmayananda and me, the distance was hardly some 20 feet. 20 feet away from me. The day he started his speech, oration. Within some 3 or 4 minutes, he was the only guy on the side. The mic howled. The microphone, howling. And I could see anger in his face. And he turned his head and looked back. And I could see in the back, the guys running here and there. And he was sitting silently. But I could see visible the anger on his face. And if you put some mustard seeds, the mustard seeds will immediately explode. Malayalathil parayum kadu appo thanne potthithirikkum. So I was thinking, what? Krodh, Kundika beta, everything. Just 2 days back, control your anger. And here just a mic howl. He's not able to. Then after 2 minutes, he resumed that talk. Then again, after 3 minutes, the mic howled. And he got up and he walked away. And 1,200 people were sitting in the auditorium. And we thought that he will come back after 5 minutes. Then after 2 minutes, the announcement came, today's that talk is cancelled, it will come tomorrow. So what kind of a person? He is good at preaching. He is not able to practice what he is preaching. And he didn't even care about that 1,200 people, that 1,200 man hours. Wasting the 1,200 man hours. So then that one I learned, okay, there are many good preachers. They read Bhagavad Gita day in and day out, but they are not able to put that one into practice. So that is the point. He is also an illogical, irrational human being. Under stress, anger. His anger hijacked his rational, that one, that emotional brain. So he became irrational. That's what's happening. So that is it. And there are no more questions. I think that we can wind up. And what do you say, Prasadji? Did you find this session interesting, insightful, and
Sir, in your percentage, how in your opinion, how many percentage it comes?
say that again?
How many percentage
Of the people,
rational thinkers? Yeah,
less than 10%. Less than 10% can think logically.
yeah, correct.
90% they are irrational most of the time. And I'm happy I belong to that less than 10%. Because I learned a lot from my own father. My father was a 4th grader. A man, oh my goodness, very logical thinker. If you bring some problem before him, he won't say, give an answer immediately. Okay, let me think about it. He always says, let me think about it. When others may wonder, what is that to think about it? Why don't you give a response? He'll say, I'll think about it. Then after careful thinking only, he will say whether yes or no or what to do. And always, whatever he says is right. Always. I used to consult him whenever I had. Even when I was in America, some issues when I go to India, I ask his opinion. He is a rational thinker. He's a very good listener. And he will also ask that W6, what? Why? Why do you think that one? When did this happen? He gets the total information. Then he processes that one and comes with that one. The same way Kamaraj Nadar, some of you might have heard that name. He was the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. Only 7th grade is formal education. He was able to do many things for the state because rational thinking. Because of him, because of his rational thinking, the literacy rate jumped up. Before he became the chief minister, literacy rate was low. And he wanted to find 5. Because the school enrollment, children, they are not coming to the primary school. They say, yeah, primary school, many parents, they are not sending their children. So that is why the illiteracy. Then he looked at that, he went to the root cause and found that most of the primary schools were 5 to 10 kilometers away from the home. Can you expect children to walk 5 to 10 kilometers, young children, go to school? No way. So he immediately came to that no primary school should be more than beyond 3 kilometers. That is logical thinking. Then he found again that improve the enrollment, but still not enough. Then he found that is okay. Lunch, when they come in the afternoon, they will feel hungry. Then he came with the midday meal program. A great man, logical thinker, visionary. That is one example. There are numerous examples. And whenever people used to approach him some problem, public, he would say, Agattum Parkalam. Okay, let me think about it. He wouldn't give immediate answer. People used to make fun of him. Agattum Parkalam. Agattum Parkalam. Because logical thinking needs patience, perseverance. So these are the things which I am immensely grateful to my own dad. Because of that, patience and perseverance. Okay, Thank you all for your active participation. Next week, I think that I'm going to give my talk on toxic relationship.
Thank you very much.
And I gave that talk a couple of days back, but I'll be using new examples, new stories. Because this talk also logical thinking, I can talk for easily 20 hours with so many examples. So the toxic relationship, I can talk for 30 or 40 hours. So it's not going to be just a duplication of what I presented on Thursday. So see you all next week.
Okay, thank you.
Good night.
For you, happy day.
Thank you.